Good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, my friends. My name is Lucky Basil, Coach. Oh, wait, I totally just... Whoa, brain moment. My name is also Tyler, Coach of the Cloud9. There we go. And we're on for the final week of the DBL Season 6. We're pretty much guaranteed playoffs, so that's just awesome. We are facing as Andrew today, consisting of Baxcalibur, King Gambit, Slowking, Thunderous Therian, Arctozolt, Cloudzyre, Megasceptile, Savali, Cursula, and Avalugg. Hisui. If I had a nickel for every time I had to face a coach in the DBL Season 6 Pokemon Draft League, if I had a nickel for every time I had to face a snow team with a coach starting with the letter A, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Yeah, we have 3 ice types here with a little bit of a snow team with Slowking. Another Slowking Arcto combo, like we fought against Amin. Little fourth wall break. I haven't actually fought Amin yet, but we are going to try and beat Andrew this time. Oh, okay, what am I noticing? I'm noticing a lot of like weaknesses, like the resistances aren't a whole lot. I'm noticing 4 electric immunities, which is kind of hilarious. I guess it just helps for Slowking, I guess. Which makes sense. It does make sense. A lot of fighting weaknesses. Only 1 dragon. There's no fairy type, which is pretty awesome. Pretty fairy weak as well. Cloudzyre being the only resist. That seems pretty cool. And fire seems to do pretty good. Ghost also seems to be doing pretty good here. This looks pretty doable. I'd say the speed is definitely a lot lower. Like there's a ton of 55s. Like the jump from 55 to 87 is kind of massive. So there's potential to run like Adamants or Modestes there. So that is something to look out for. Okay, what am I noticing here? What are his rockers? Cloudzyre has all the hazards, Cursula, and King Gambit. He also has a lot of very physically defensive guys. Especially if the snow is up, for sure. He has 2 defoggers and a spinner. He has Savali and Horn for switching out. With pivots. Sorry. A lot of T-Wavers. 1 Will-O-Wisper. It looks like off the bat, I think the 2 that have to come this week are Enamorous and Lilligant. I'm seeing quite a big weakness there to both fairy and fighting. And with good coverage, like I can hit Ice Spinner on Thunderous, I can hit Leaf Blade on Slowking. And yeah, Leaf Blade will just do a lot to Cursula, because it is not the most physically defensive in the world, which is good for me. Cloudzyre does have the Unaware, so that is something I have to be wary of. How much does Cloudzyre? Let's say it's defensive versus my Lilligant. Victory Dance. Just a raw Ice Spinner is 72 to 85, which is kind of insane. And if it runs like Gunk Shot, it has a chance to kill me, for sure. It can ignore my thing, but that's okay. I'm already 105 speed, so I outspeed everything barring Megasceptile. But I think this is just like, it's kind of free, like no. Leaf Blade and Ice Spinner. Hustle. Definitely something like this is going to be worth it. What if I'm adamant? If I'm adamant, that like almost has a chance to kill. That's kind of crazy. This is for especially defensive though. There's some pretty bulky guys. And then I'll go Moonblast here. I could also try to go Superpower. Superpower plus like Play Rough could go quite nicely. Or Zen Headbutt to hit Clodsire, potentially. So I think Earth Power is not going to do too much to it. I'm thinking something like Scarf is what I'm imagining with Enamorous right now. Just so I can guarantee outspeed a bunch of stuff. If it's Arctozolt, Slush Rush in Snow, that reaches 458 in Snow. If I'm +1, Adamant, I actually outspeed the Arctozolt in Snow, which is kind of crazy. And I just kill it without a boost, which is awesome. What about Enamorous? Enamorous Choice Scarf, yeah, Choice Scarf 100% just kind of owns it. I could probably go Scarf Modest, because the only thing that would outspeed it would be Timid, Scarf, Thundurus, which I think I can deal with pretty well. I think. Yeah, because Lillian can probably eat, could definitely eat a Thunderbolt for sure. She can take a resisted hit. Earth Power, Moonblast, Choice Scarf. Oops. Choice Scarf, Contrary, probably for any defoggers. That makes sense. I don't think I definitely want. Maybe do I want to switch up my moves? Potentially, I could. Because Superpower would be really good in like King Gambit, for example. It's probably going to be Chopple, I imagine. Because King Gambit can probably take it takes a Moonblast, it gets to a KO'd, which is something. And if I Superpower, I'm assuming Superpower just kind of owns it. Superpower. Okay, it doesn't necessarily take it. If it's Chopple, then it'll still 2-hit KO. But it's never 2-hit KOing it anyway, so I could do like Berry or something like that. Something like that. But I could also try to get subs up. I think Scarf is just like Scarf Moonblast is just so reliable, right? We guarantee I outspeed Mega Sceptile as well. Yeah. I could do Focus Blast. It's a little risky, but that would probably OHKO over Focus Blast. Yeah, that definitely OHKOs. Yeah, I'll put Focus Blast and then Healing Wish. Healing Wish. Do I need Mystical Fire? Mystical Fire will give King Gambit Defiant boosts. Mystical Fire also hits Arctozolt, I guess. Let's look at Arctozolt. I mean, Earth Power just does more, so it doesn't really matter. And I think Focus Blast also should... Oops, I deleted that. That's okay. Yeah, I go... Timid or Modest? Do I go Modest? Does a... does Bax Caliber... Jolly +1. Jolly +1. Does that outspeed Enamorous Choice Scarf? Modest. It does. Holy shit. Okay, I can just go Modest here. That's kind of awesome. Because the only thing that won't outspeed is Thunderous. Therian. Is there a Scarf variant? There's a variant. Let's go other. So Choice Scarf. Timid. I mean, I could also go Timid. And just... I could do that and just guaranteed outspeed everything. Which could be kind of clutch. Because it saves me from the Arctozolt as well. Just gonna recalc that in Snow. So that's actually faster than Scarf. I think I risk it. I think I risk Thunderous not being Scarfed. I think I have ways to play around it. So I will do... I can afford to go Modest here, I believe. Modest. Just like that, 232. And then the rest in HP. Just like that. I think that's pretty solid. He doesn't have a whole lot to resist. Like, Cloudsire is really the only... Like, as soon as Cloudsire is dead, then I can just kind of, like, run house. And it's pretty awesome. I could run with Lilligant. What could I run here? I could run something really stupid like Blunder Policy to get my speed up, but I'm already quite fast. I mean, I could just Expert Belt, right? Because super effective, super effective, super effective, like Back Super, King Super, Slowking Super, Thunderous Super, Arctozolt Super. Clodsire would literally be the only one not super effective, and I guess Cursula. But I don't think Cursula really takes anything. If it's 252, it takes an Emrys stuff kind of nicely, but also not. What was I gonna calc again? Lilligant, that's right. Lilligant, Victory Dance. Yeah, just raw, not even +1. It would have to be 252. Defense nature. And it barely lives a +1. So yeah, I kind of just own it. So I'm not super worried. I could just run Focus Sash just cause. I could run Wide Lens as well. If I don't need any boosting item. I mean, I could go like Life Orb or something. I could go Life Orb. Does Bax Caliber... It does get Ice Shard. How much does Bax Caliber do? Bax Caliber... Dragon Dance... I own it with Close Combat. I'm +1 defense. Then that means... I should take an Ice Shard decently well. Ice Shard. Ooh, I kind of barely take that actually. Oh, that's I did the special defense buff. That's why. Okay, 47. Okay, that's more manageable. I might go wide lens. I think wide lens is just... I think I don't need the damage. It's pretty standard, but like I don't need anything else. Because I don't think anything I have can hit both Clodsire. Oh, I could actually... Wait, hold on. Let's go back to Clodsire. Clodsire, defensive. If I go Expert Belt... Because I have the Ice Spinner. I forgot. I just typed in ice because my brain is ice. Expert Belt. That's what it was. So it has a chance to just raw kill with 252, which is kind of hilarious. Which is kind of funny. But wide lens could be nice though. Oops. Yeah, because I'd have Expert Belt or wide lens. Expert Belt literally hits everything. This is also a pretty good lead. Like, he doesn't have a whole lot to stop a lead. I mean, he has like Hisuian Avalugg to do like sturdy shenanigans. But it's fine, honestly. Do I get like triple kick or something? I got low kick, vacuum wave, coaching, low sweep. Upper hand. Upper hand could be nice, but I think this is just the best coverage I have. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot to stop it. If I'm +1, like, he just kind of explodes. They seem like kind of super loses. It would have to be like... No, because like... No single type Silvally can actually like outspeed, or like out resist, you know? Because the only thing, like, not even flying, because I have Ice Spinner, like, maybe Poison Silvally, I guess. Is there a Poison one? I doubt it. Yeah, blank set. Let's go 252 just to see. +1 Ice Spinner. CC actually does more, which is kind of funny. So that would really be the only thing, is Poison Silvally. But that means she's just bringing 2 poison guys, because I think Clodsire has to come here. I think so. And I believe Metagross is just better. It's just really good here. Having a Bullet Punch is going to be quite huge for Bax and Arc. Just does a lot of damage to everything. I think Psychic Fangs is also really good. I want something to hit the... what is it? The Slowking. It could be Pursuit. Pursuit could be really nice for it. Because if I go Slowking... Metagross, bulky attacker. Knockoff does 47 to 55. What does Pursuit do? Pursuit on a switching out. I mean, that's a free 39. Like that, it's not getting like a full regen back, which is awesome. Agility also seems pretty good here. Agility also is pretty good here, I think. Maybe not. Maybe, well, because I'm base 70, right? It could be really good, actually. And then have, because fighting plus ice, plus move to hit Slowking hits literally everything, pretty much. Rock plus ground also hits everything. This is pretty interesting. So I could do like Flygon. That's pretty sick. He also doesn't have a whole lot to resist my Mega Shark, which is pretty cool. Let's put Mega Shark down. Mega Sharpedo. Speed Boost. Definitely Crunch. His only Dark Resist is the King Gambit, so I will Close Combat that. I'll run Protect for sure. And then the last move can be like Ice Fang for Thundurus and Mega Sceptile, I guess. Something like that, because there's no Fairy type I have to worry about either. So I can just like Crunch into super effective move. And Clodsire, how much does Clodsire deal with this thing? Yeah. Psychic Fangs owns Clodsire pretty well. I don't take too much from Earthquake as well, which is awesome. What was it? Mega Sharpedo. Psychic Fangs actually owns it pretty nicely. Ice Fang. Ice Fang almost kills. Let's do Mega Sceptile. Crunch actually does kill it, so I actually don't need Ice Fang, which is kind of crazy. Unless he runs like some bulk. But the chances of that are pretty slim. So I can actually just run Psychic Fangs and that'll just kill the guy, and I can just crunch everything else. And yeah, I have CC for like for Bax, Arc, and Avalugg. Yeah, it's kind of peak. I can just run Adamant here for sure. Can't really do much about it because it's pretty much the same as. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be Modest. Yeah, because Modest 232 outspeeds the Arc result. Right? Just want to reconfirm. Arc Result / Rush in Snow, and then my Enamorous Choice Scarf. Modest 232. Does outspeed, yeah, okay, yeah. So I can afford to run Modest. So it's basically just this. But twice. Actually, I think Mega Sharpedo. I think it's a. Why is that so much higher? Why is that higher? Adamant +1. Cause oh, I guess it just doesn't matter. Wait, I'm confused. Enamorous Choice Scarf. Oops. 252. Modest. Oh, right. I was doing +1. So yeah. So for okay, yeah. So I can afford to go because all I have to do is beat 248. So Mega Sharpedo. Okay, I see now. I see now. Because the other one was letting us sharp. So yeah, I can just outspeed with 240, which is awesome. 240. Just run Adamant. I could also run like Sub. Sub could be also pretty awesome. Wait, Sub actually seems pretty cool. Wait. Yo, subbing up on something really slow, taking the hit, and then I just get free switches if something else happens. That's kind of good, actually. That's really good. Which means I can just potentially just like, because I 2-hit KO like literally everything. Like I don't think anything wants to handle whatever I have. Let's look at Thundurus. Thundurus. Nasty Plot, sure. Yeah, Crunch just Okos it. Especially if I have Rocks up. I think getting Rocks up is going to be pretty huge this matchup. I might lead Metagross. Metagross seems like a really good lead here. With Psychic Fangs, Psychic, or Stealth Rock. Knockoff, and Explosion. And then we'll do a little Custab Berry? No, I don't even need Custab. I don't need it. I really don't. I could just go Rocky Helmet. He has a lot of physical attackers. I could do Culver Berry or Shucka. Both are pretty likely. What does Thundurus get? It gets Dark Pulse, right? It can get Dark Pulse. It doesn't get Shadow Ball. I don't think. Yeah, Culver seems pretty nice here, actually. Just it handles King Gambit pretty nicely. Yeah, and then I can knock off like Silvally and Slowking, which will be pretty nice. So I'll do Clover. Actually, do I want to run a fighting move? Fighting plus Psychic is actually a pretty good combo to his team. Maybe I don't run Explosion. Maybe I run Body Press and go like physically defensive. It means I don't one-shot Cloudsire, but it's gonna be hard to one-shot that thing anyways, if it runs max HP with defense investment. But Metagross does seem like a really good lead here, for sure. This could be either Earthquake or Body Press. Let's see. If I Earthquake, I hit King Gambit. I hit Arctozolt better. But Fighting also hits them, so... And it also just hits Baxcalibur. And yeah, I think the Fighting move is just better. So it could be Body Press, it could be Hammer Arm. I think I'll run Body Press. I think Physically Defensive looks quite good here, actually. And then either Custap could be pretty nice here, or something similar. Clover. Leftovers or Clover? It just depends on how long I want, like, King Gambit to be around. Actually, I can just Body Press them. I'm just gonna do Leftovers. I think just like a lead like this. I don't need like any speed, right? Because I'll try to outspeed Arctozolt, not in Slash Rush. So Snow down. It's just 229 with Metagross. Actually, I have to put some investment in it. If I go Jolly, 229 is all I need. So I could do this to outspeed the Arctozolt, but I could just live because the Bulkbeak, Metagross, bulky attacker. Bulkbeak actually only does half if I'm 252. And if I run like something like this, it's gonna be really nice. And if I go even harder, like if I go 252 defense, plus defense nature, body press, that does pretty significant damage. It doesn't even 2-KO me with leftovers, so if I could get a little bit crazy. Could get a little crazy with it. I think defense nature is nice. I don't need any speed. Like King Gamut's not gonna run any speed. I mean, I can run like a little bit, but I could do something like this. I don't know, just throwing something out there. Cause 188. Yeah, I don't get 2-KO'd. Oh, that's what defense nature. Maybe I do a defense nature. Is that worth it? Probably. His special attackers are Mega Sceptile. It would have to run special. I can kind of eat anything it wants. The Thundurus might also do some decent damage, but I think if I just run Flygon, it's definitely just pretty easy. And then I can just go Earthquake plus Stone Edge. Earthquake plus Stone Edge. Dragon Dance seems pretty free here, honestly. And then we can do a little... what would be the last move? In terms of fighting moves, I get Superpower, I guess. Baxcalibur could also have Ice Shard. I really wish this guy got upper hand. I guess that makes sense it doesn't have it. I feel like Ice Shard Bax is definitely a real possibility. Bringing my ground type into a bunch of ice types is a little scary. But at the same time, if I just DD... He also doesn't have... His only resist to Dragon. Like, choice... Like, Outrage just seems really good here. Like, if I just get +1, King Gambit, Swords Dance versus Flygon, Dragon Dance. If I get a +1, I kind of just own him with Earthquake. Sucker Punch does hurt quite a bit, especially if, like, allies have been fainted. Then it does significantly hurt. I can run Life Orb just to make things easier, like Life Orb. It makes damaging things like, and then Clodsire also can't really do much. It would have to run 252 to actually kill me. I mean, the +1 doesn't matter, but Because it'll definitely be unaware, I imagine. Yeah. His team also doesn't really appreciate getting Psychic Fanged. And if he goes into the Slowking and I can knock it off, that's just huge progress. Dragon Tide's Life Orb is so risky though. It might be a little hard to set up in his face. Maybe I think I should go. I think Ceruledge is probably just better as a sweeper. Ceruledge. Bring my Fire, Water, Grass Core. Because he has a lot of ice types. And then just like Poltergeist plus Bitter Blade plus Close Combat just hits like his only fire resist is Slowking, which gets owned by Ghost. And when I look over his Ghost resists, it's Sylvally, which may or may not be normal and gets owned by Close Combat if it is normal, and then King Gambit, which gets owned by Close Combat. So yeah, I could do something really funky. He doesn't have a fire type either, so I don't need Flash Fire. I can go Weak Armor for pretty much free. This one could also be Upper Hand. Oh, I don't get Upper Hand. Oh, no. I thought Ceruledge got Upper Hand. That's a little unfortunate. Because then I could Upper Hand Sucker Punches. But I can just run Sub, right? For free. Pretty much. I'm gonna just rub Sub for free. I could run Boots for sure. I could try to run. What could I run here? I'm not sure what item I could run, but it looks like, to me, it looks like I could just run like just a bunch of freaking sweepers and just kind of overwhelm him before he can get set up with like Slowking and stuff. It could be nice if I could get Sun up. That would be awesome, actually. That would be pretty awesome. Unfortunately, Power Herbing is, like Power Herb Solar Blade is not going to be that great because the only one has like 2 guys weak to grass. But I have moves to hit them anyways, so. So I could just run Substitute kind of for free. And then I can just afford to go Adamant here. So I can outspeed a Sceptile at +2. Mega Sceptile. I think actually, what is it? Maybe I think I do have to bring Flygon. I think just having that ground immunity, that electric immunity rather, is just going to be really huge. And I could Choice Scarf this as well, because Choice Scarf to Outrage and Earthquake just look really strong here. Earthquake, Stone Edge, and U-turn. I could just do that kind of for free. Because does that outspeed the Arctozolt? I deleted it again. Goddamn. Okay. Arctozolt in Snow versus Flygon. This is the Choice Scarf variant. I super outspeed it. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, I can just kind of afford. Oh, actually no. I have to go Jolly here. I do have to go Jolly, which is slightly unfortunate, but I think it's worth it. I cannot allow that thing to run rampant on my team. So if I do 176, Earthquake does only the 62. The defense buff is really annoying. Slightly annoying, but I think it's manageable. Because I also have an Amherst to outspeed it. If Litigants gets set up, I outspeed it. Sharpedo can... it would have to set up on it, but Metagross eats it for days. And I don't think it might be able to one-shot my Ceruledge, probably, actually. Ceruledge. If Snow is up, yes, it does, which is a little unfortunate. I don't think does Flygon. Even with the Yachi Berry, I don't really live a Blizzard, unfortunately. I mean, I'll always have an Amorous, because an Amorous, Choice Scarf, because Earth Power will like almost always one-shot it, and I'll definitely have Rocks up by then. It would have to run Boots, which is fine. Quillfish is not really a good answer here. It only works against Arctovish. I mean, Shuckle technically takes it, I think. Yeah, if I'm physically defensive, I mean, I take, like, I don't get damaged very much. I mean, he could sub, for sure. Sub seems kind of annoying to deal with. I'm not sure how I feel about Terapagos. Not sure how I feel about Terapagos right now, but it should be fine. Maybe? I mean, I get good coverage for sure. I do get good coverage. Alright, I will actually be back in just a moment. And we are so back. Alright, yeah, this is an option. I was thinking about Terapagos, which is fine. Let's see. Yeah, Metagross lead, set up a little get win, and Amorous cleans up. Shark does a lot. If I can find an opportunity to sub, that'd be awesome. Ceruledge also puts in a good amount of work. I just don't know how yet. I also don't know how to beat a... I can't really one-shot the stupid Arctozolt. Not really. Let's see if I can find some hidden technology. Scorching Sands, potentially. Try to set up Tailwinds. That actually is not a terrible idea. If I'm just in a bad position, I can Scarf Tailwind. And Flygon dies. I go into something else. Like Lilligant. Click Victory Nance, maybe. Or is that maybe that's where Ceruledge comes into use? Is through Tailwind, potentially. I think Scarf is also just really good. Because it only has one immunity, which is pretty great. Which is pretty great. I have a lot of physical guys right now. Maybe I get one more special guy. Just for all of the ice type guys. Which my special attackers are Terapagos, Enamorous. I mean, I guess Jolteon does have an immunity to the Bolt Beak, I guess. Does it do anything else? Not really. Not really. It does have 4 immunities. I mean, I guess Terapagos is just a good answer here. Because that way, I can hit Aura Spheres, which is great. This could be my spinner as well. I will run Terra Starstorm. This last move could be like Toxic or something. I mean, his specially defensive guys are Claude. I mean, I could have something for Claude. How much is Clodsire? Deal with Terapagos. Terrestrial. Offensive utility. Ice Beam does that. So 26 to 31. So that's super great. And I can rapid spin all the hazards, I guess. I can like Rain Dance, I guess. It's a little tough. Just a little bit. I mean, I can Scorching Sands to try to get a burn. Potentially. Get a little Resto Chesto action. Not the worst idea in the world. Unfortunately, I kind of got hardwalled by Quagsire, but like all of these guys own Clodsire, so it's kind of fine. And he's most likely not going to be. He's probably more going to be like physically defensive with like maybe like a half, like something like that. So I will be giving it free things, but it's not too bad. I think I'll run Heavy Duty Boots. Just in case Clodsire goes crazy with the hazards. And just so I have a way out versus like Dragon Dance back Excalibur, Arctozolt just being really annoying. So there's that. I could run Ice Spinner, might do more, maybe. I doubt it, actually. Yeah, it does do a little bit less. I would have to invest a decent amount. I could run Scorching Sands. Could run Scorching Sands. Because I don't get any psychic moves other than stored power. I could try to run Calm Mind. It's not horrible. Also not super great. Let's see. I could run... This Terra Starstorm kind of just does everything, and then... I mean, this could be Dark Pulse. This could be just Dark Pulse for the Cursula. Because there is a decent chance it pops up. Let's see. I can just run... I could probably just run max HP, like Modest, just not have to worry about it. I can run like a little bit, but something like that could be really good. Because realistically, I just click Terra Starstorm or Aura Sphere, whatever is in front of my face. Because like Baxcalibur, Aura Sphere, I will be Modest. Basically 252. Yeah, I kind of just like eat everything in the world, and I kind of just like 2 KO like everything pretty much. Slow. Let's look at Slow King. Slow King, defensive pivot. Yeah, Dark Pulse does probably about the same. Yeah, Terra Starstorm actually just straight up does more. That's kind of crazy. So I just basically spam Terra Starstorm. Just get chip. It's just kind of my fail safe. Let's look at arc results. I'm just gonna assume I'm gonna get outsped. Terra Starstorm, yeah, it just does a lot. And then I'll have an Amherst to clean up if needed. Is that gonna be the team? Yeah, I'm just gonna bring out all my strongest guys, really. There's no reason not to. Yeah, we got Scarfinam. Lilligant is broken and could just win every time as well. We have Mega Shark. That does really well. I can set up a substitute. Metagross will be my lead no matter what. I got Flygon, Choice Scarf in the back as well. Because it does not appreciate taking outrages or earthquakes at all. And Trapigos is this failsafe. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. We're just going to kind of run it down. Like I said, I don't think this matters. I think I get playoffs anyways. It's kind of just how seeding works out. So we'll see how it goes. But with that being said, I will see you all when the battle begins. And we are back. Music is just a little loud here. But we are facing off against Andrew in just a moment here. We got Enamorous with the Choice Scarf. With the contrary ability, Moonblast, Earth Power, Focus Blast, and a Healing Wish. We got Hisuian Lilligant with Wide Lens, with the Victory Dance, Close Combat, I almost said Ice Blade. Leaf Blade, and Ice Spinner. We got Mega Sharpedo with Crunch, Close Combat, Psychic Fangs, and Substitute. We got Metagross with Psychic Fangs, Stealth Rock, Knock Off, and Body Press. Oh, and here we go. We got Flygon, Outrage, Choice Scarf, Earthquake, Stone Edge, U-Turn. And then we got Trapigos with Aura Sphere, Rapid Spin, Terra Starstorm, and Dark Pulse. Alright, we do see Silvally. We do see a freaking Cursula. which is fine. I think the only thing that gets defog, yeah, both those guys get defog, but I think I'm going to go with my original plan and just lead Metagross and kind of just click what is in front of me. Or I just click Stealth Rock. And I will not care how things go. Good luck, have fun. Let's see how it goes. This match does not matter for me. I'm already guaranteed playoffs, and I think even if I lose, I think I'm still top seed. We shall see how it goes. I'm predicting probably a Silvally switch, or like lead is likely. It's probably likely. We shall see how it goes. Yeah, I really want to get my rocks up in this match, for sure. Getting some good chip. Gonna be real nice. Yeah, my Drivicus isn't super useful. It's literally just like to be prevented from getting anti-swept. Pretty much. So we'll see how that goes. What item am I running? Yeah, I'm just running boots, which is good. Which is good. Really taking his time on what to lead here. I have zero idea of what Silvally type it could be. It could be just straight up normal. It could be like fire. Fire is actually pretty likely. We shall see. Yeah, Scarf Moonblast looks pretty good here. If it's Silvally Fairy, it could be a little annoying, but Outrage looks pretty good. Just like as soon as one piece falls, Scarf Flygon looks pretty strong. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I have its outspeed. We shall see. Okay. What are you gonna send out first? What are you gonna send out first? So Ellie, water. Awesome. Okay. That's fine actually. I will just try to get out my rocks, I think. I can't really be parting shotted. And I pretty much tank anything this guy wants to do. Oof, that's a little annoying. A little annoying, but what can I do, right? Just slight annoyance, but that's okay. That is water Silvally, that is not ice. I would like to get my rocks up. I'm just chilling for now. I have no idea what it would want to do. Let's look at Silvally just to look. There's the multi-attack. Okay, I do get this up. That is massive. Silvally. Water. Versus my Metagross. I'm actually going to insert this team real quick. Okay. We're going to look at Metagross here. Let's say it's adamant 252. Multi-attack. Water memory. So it looks like it did about that looked about adamant max attack, because that did a decent chunk for sure. I could Psychic Fangs. That just does the most damage, which I think I will do. Does anything really want to take a water thing? Probably not. Okay, there is a defog. That's fine. That means I get good damage. I think I'll just Psychic Fangs again. Just keep getting good damage on this thing. I can revenge this thing really easily. Rocks aren't super necessary. Metagross is just nice to like get some like good chip off on anything. If he goes into his King Gambit, it's a pretty free body press from there. I'm just chilling. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed a million times in a row. But I do win this exchange. I will gladly take this trade. Even if I die there. That is perfectly fine there. Because what I can do is I can get a free substitute up. I'm just going to click sub. If he tries to do any shenanigans, I can counter it pretty heavily. Is he going to save this thing? Probably not. Probably not. But I think I'm pretty sure I'd speed this thing. Because it was doing like about 38%, which makes sense for adamant. If it's Jolly. It could be Jolly. But I think I tank a hit anyways. He thinks I'm probably gonna protect. Got a free protect here. I will just sub. I wonder what he's gonna do. He might Thunder Wave here, which might be a little annoying. But it's very risky for him. Because if I just get like a free protect off, then he's kind of screwed. And he doesn't have the snow up yet, so that's awesome. We just kind of backed him into a corner. I'm gonna try to, because he knows I can't set up, so, but he can't really afford to get a speed boost off either, so who knows. It's really hard to say what he'll do. Okay, yeah, perfect. And there's the Thunder Wave, awesome. Okay, we got our +1. Now we just Mega Evolve and Crunch. Boom. Now I get a free kill here, no matter what. Ooh, interesting. Not what I expected. There's Endure. Alright, I'm assuming it's Custap Berry. Oh, interesting. Endure Perish Body. Oh, that's probably to like stop any setups. I mean, that's fine. That's perfectly fine by me. This thing being gone just means that Terrapagos has an easier time. I like that anti-setup. That's pretty good. Wait, does it not trigger? Do I not get affected by the... Because I'm in sub? Okay, I am. Okay, that's fine though. That's perfectly fine. Okay, interesting. I'll just simply crunch. Yeah, that's fine. That was a good play by him, for sure. What do I want to do here? I'm just going to swap out into my Terrapagos here. I definitely want to keep him around. I'm burned, that's fine. I will simply... I'll just Dark Pulse, it's fine. Very interesting tech. Very interesting indeed. Just gonna click Dark Pulse. Just clicking Darky Pulse. Not doing anything fancy. I'm not really worried about Arctozolt. Not really. I think is he gonna save this thing? He might save this thing. Which means I'm gonna get off a... I think he saves this thing. I'm gonna Aura Sphere actually. I think he's gonna go King Gambit. It's a little bit of a risky read, but what can he really do to me? I legit don't care about my Terrapagos being burnt. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna go. He's definitely gonna go into his King Gambit, right? Because he has to save this thing. He has to save it. There's no reason for him to endure here, I don't think. Or does he? I don't know. Do I click Aura Sphere? Or Dark Pulse? I'm just gonna click Dark Pulse. I'm just not gonna overthink it. Just not gonna overthink it. I totally forgot this thing gets Paris Body, I'm not gonna lie. It's cool tech though. Cool tech. I wonder if it was worth it just to kill with my shark. I think the pressure is just really nice though. Pressure is pretty nice. Jackson, I think Jackson actually built this team for Andrew, and yeah, Jackson just kind of knows all my strats. Like he's the first person to actually make an effort to change like the strats. He's really making a decision, taking a long time to make his decision here. I think he most likely saves this. I'm just not gonna overprotect it. You also can't really risk me just like setting up, I guess, on this thing. I have a feeling he's gonna go King Gambit. I just have a sneaking suspicion. Very interesting. Okay, this is looking. I mean, I do get a Dark Pulse off. That is 55. That is very respectable damage. I'm gonna try to flinch it. Fuck it. I'm gonna flinch it. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I flinch these. I flinch these for sure. If he goes into his Arctozolt, I mean, that's perfectly fine by me. I have a million things to outspeed it. I have a million ways of outspeeding it. I will simply click what is in front of my screen. He could totally swap into King Gambit here, but this is still fine. My Lilligant still seems really strong here. Still looks very, very strong. If King Gambit gets a kill, I think it seems like Lilligant kind of just wins. Who knows? I am simply going to click what is in front of my screen. I'm really glad I didn't Aura Sphere then. There is a decent chance. Okay, do I get the flinch? Nah, no flinch. Okay, that's fine. Trick Room is interesting. He's definitely going to go into his King Gambit now after a Chilly Reception, or the Arctozolt, which is nice. Or the other thing, which is nice. So I'm going to Aura Sphere. Oh, interesting. Not sure why he would do that, but I will just Dark Pulse. Oh, he gets the rocks up. I mean, that's fine. That's perfectly fine by me, and the Cursula is down. There is this guy. I'm just gonna Aura Sphere. No reason not to. I forget. My set's like pretty bulky, right? Yeah, I've got 244 in HP. There is a small chance I had speed, depending on how much. No, there's no way. If he plays for Trick Room, then there's no way, right? There was no shot. I also could spin. Spinning could be really nice here, but I think this thing is just too much of a threat. I shall simply Aura Sphere this guy in the face. I shall simply do that. Okay, there's the Iron Head. Awesome. Ooh, there's the flinch. The flinch is a little unfortunate, but these Trick Room turns are coming down, so that's perfectly fine by me. Does King Gambit get anything to hit? King Gambit. It could Poison Jab, but that's perfectly fine. I'm getting haxed a little bit here, But I have a free victory dance opportunity here. An absolutely free one. So we'll see how that goes. He's kind of put his back into a corner. All right. I'm expecting probably Yachi Berry. Oh, there's that. Okay, that's fine. Because I just Ice Spinner. And I still have my Choice Scarf guy, so I honestly don't care. And now I know he doesn't have Yachi. I am Jolly, right? I'm pretty sure I'm Jolly. I'm Jolly, yep. So yeah, let's beat this thing. He might live, but also, I don't care. It'll put him low enough where he's just gonna fucking explode. And is he physical? There's no way he's physical, right? There's no shot. There's no shot. He's a physical Thunderous Therian, right? That would be hilarious. He could have acrobatics, actually. That could be kind of silly. Yeah, but it just doesn't matter. He's just dead. And then I close combat. Right? There's the Endure. Interesting. I don't know why he would do that. There's the Icicle Crash, but now you're just put into a position where I just click Earthquake a bunch of times, right? He might have Ice Shard, actually. I forgot this thing gets it. I might have just thrown, but we'll see. He really doesn't want to get swept. He really doesn't want to get swept. This is perfectly fine by me, Buster. Damn, I probably should have gone into... probably... I think Mega Shark just kind of wins from here. I think it does. But I'm not really worried about this thing. I kind of wish I tried to keep my rocks up, but it's whatever. I will simply kill you and your family. The old Trick Room could be a little annoying, but we'll see. Okay, there's the King Gambit. Just gonna EQ. There's a Shucka Berry. Interesting. I will simply Earthquake. I'm surprised he's Shucka not fighting Resist Berry, but whatever. Just gonna click EQ. We are Scarfied. Band would have been nice. Oh wow, he actually lived. Crazy. Okay, sure. Now I'm gonna get Sucker Punched. Oh, I didn't. Okay, interesting. He didn't want to kill me. He's going to go into his... he's actually going to Trick Room here, which I think I actually lose. Yeah, I do lose here, actually. Unfortunate. That is a little unfortunate. I did make the wrong play. Oh, but he... Oh, he didn't Trick Room. I thought he was going to Trick Room. I thought he was going to Trick Room. That's kind of funny. Okay. Well, whatever. I assumed... I still might lose. There is a chance I still lose. I could get burnt. No burnt. Okay, we did. Okay. I thought if he Trick Roomed there, he kind of just won. But he went for Chilling Reception, which was a big mistake. He didn't. I guess he didn't know I was Scarfed, but if he just Trick Roomed, he won. which is a big misplay on his side. So I definitely should have lost this, but whatever. I guess we'll take it. Honestly, probably one of the closest matches I've had in probably the last 9 wins. So shout out to Andrew and shout out to Jackson for the prep, I believe. It was definitely a very solid match. All the ways you could stop my setup, it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. I'm sorry. I ran into all the traps, but I just didn't care. I just didn't care. Okay. Well, like I said, this match didn't matter in the long run because I already was in playoffs and already top seed, so it didn't really matter. But I'm glad this team has been really, really awesome. The team has been pulling up and doing the work. And I guess I will see you all for playoffs. But of course, stay lucky out there. Bye-bye.